Good evening, guten Abend, buenas noches.
Oh god, he's
Hello.
gone far.
It's not
Guten
possible.
Tag!
Smash a
Tag.
fast travel boards and you'll get a discount on the
Konnichiwa.
Horizon fast travel service.
That's goodbye,
Smash
I think,
them
mate.
all, and the festival will cover your costs completely.
I did know, hello.
You can say ciao. Ciao is hello and goodbye. That's confusing on a phone call.
I mean,
Hello,
yeah.
welcome along. Well, you know what we're doing. Forza stuff, Thursday. Phil and Dave, and Adam, Metal.
Dick.
And how is everything?
Turn around
Hope
when
you're
it is
well.
safe to do so.
Yes.
Well, hopefully they will. not sniffing the red mushrooms and
I'm alright, yeah.
well, not getting in the back of suspicious vans.
Yeah, I prefer licking toads. The mushrooms. I never like mushrooms.
How many times have we
I'm a
said
big
you're not
fan
going to
of.
find your prints that way, Phil?
He's not
No,
bothered,
but
he just
right off me
likes
now.
licking mushrooms. Mixed with mushrooms, frogs.
Toads.
Oh, this is why I'm doing it. Hopefully this one will be my prince. Oh no, it wasn't. Find another one.
What are we doing tonight? We are doing black and white.
With a twist.
And with a twist, with a couple of twists, yeah. So, yeah, dive? Dive?
Dive?
Dive?
Of Birmingham.
Dive? Dive Aid has told me that or instructed me that I'm not allowed to use any tunnels or bridges for black and white shots.
Rightly so.
So I think we're all going to stick to that. And I've also added that we're not allowed to go to the rail yard because I always end up there, and I'm not allowed on the beach. So,
However, sepia is allowed.
so muddy fields.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I don't know, yeah. River roads.
Yeah, there was no rail yards.
See
Was
where we
there?
end
There
up.
was no tunnels and no beach.
No beaches.
And no
That's
bridges.
the beaches at the moment are probably my favourite places to go. And bridges for black and white. And Dave Nunes, and that's why I hate him and never speak to him again after. Never really liked you anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, fine, mate. Well, if you want to stop
I
now,
don't even
go
like
for it.
you.
Oh god, you just popped his ego.
That's a big thing to pop. That takes a big pin.
Oh yeah, very large target.
I've
Sorry,
never
no.
been said
Very
I've got a
large,
big pin.
smooth and shiny surface.
Ooh, up there. Set online group. I don't want to do that. I just want to know where I am. Yeah, we didn't talk about cars. I have no idea what the other two guys are in, to be honest. So, you carry on a minute.
I was in a Reventon, I'm now in an 08 ACR Viper.
Oh, I've changed from a Morgan freewheeler to possibly
Morgan
a
Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman, to possibly a completely ridiculous car, a TVR, Tuscan.
Ooh, good choice. Lines.
Oh, that's what I thought. Lines over colour because I've left it in its insanity colours. Because I thought it's black and white. Maybe I'll get away with it.
How in the balls do you take a
In
black and white
400
night
meters,
shot?
turn right.
You don't. You hope it comes down really quick. You need a tunnel.
Yeah,
You need a tunnel, mate.
strictly true. You just need
Turn right.
a little bit of
Tunnel.
light. You need some artificial lighting. So the best thing to do, the easiest thing to do, is go to the city.
Where do you think I am? It's still dark as
Yeah,
balls.
alright. But use the light that the game provides you to be that sparks from events that we do all the time, whether it's lights from another car,
Oh, okay.
street
Phil,
lights.
I hate to break it to you, but the city in this game is based off Scotland. They only just discovered fire. Sorry, Scotland, but
Try and find a ginger bloke.
Let me get my hat. I'll come and meet you.
That's it. Now we've
Ew.
upset all Scottish people. If Ty was watching, he's really
In
upset.
400 meters, turn right.
sorry, Ty.
So's Jack. Oh wait, he keeps saying he's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about upsetting Jax because he's the most laid-back human being on the face of the planet.
Turn right.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
They're angry jacks. They'll talk at you.
Oh,
Angry Jacks.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm good at what I do, so I won't have an
He'll
angry
just
Jax.
talk
Arrived
a
at your
fucking nut at
destination.
you. So much, it'll make your ears bleed.
Yeah,
And he won't actually say anything, that's the other thing. He won't say nothing of importance, he'll just talk.
we love you, Jax, really.
I think as well that we get on pretty well, obviously, but I think we're quite similar personalities that we seem quite laid back and chill, but if you get us going, we get big. And we lose it. It's that sort of character.
Grr. Very angry.
I could never imagine like Dave properly angry, unless it's at his kids.
Yeah, Phil
Dave's
gets
more
to sit
sulky,
again.
aren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say
More
he's
of a
sulky.
sulker.
Yeah, he's sulky. He's not.
Yeah, he can
Oh. I do like to soak. Don't make me angry. You don't like me when I'm angry.
Oh no, it's the Incredible Bulk. Run for your lives.
be.
Fairness,
I don't know where you got. So I know Matt was in Edinburgh.
Yeah, I'm at
Where you
the
do?
second.
I'm somewhere near Edinburgh. On the way into it, or somewhere on the way out of it. I don't remember. Would you?
No. Alright, it doesn't matter because we're black and white, aren't we? It's summer.
In
Right.
That's the worst
Oh,
part.
stop.
It's
See what
summer.
we got.
You know, it's the second most colourful season, and we're doing black and white.
Yeah, but it's all washed out skies and stuff.
Summer's boring.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna fall out quick.
Sorry, I don't even really like it in real life, to be fair. It's just a bit hot in real life.
Well, in fairness, we are English.
So about 20 degrees and I'm tapped out after that. I'm quite happy
Who's
with
in
that
the
spring.
chat? I've actually got the chat on tonight as well. So.
No one's currently in the chat. We have got 3 viewers though.
Yeah, that's all of
That's
us,
us.
isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
no, Jubit is watching. Jubit is watching.
Is he? Oh, cool.
How do you know that? Has Jupiter said hello?
No, because you click on the little where it says, at least on the
7 million,
mobile app, where it says 3 viewers. You click on that and it brings up users in chat.
Oh, I never knew that.
Hey, you can teach an old dog new tricks. Sorry, mature.
To be fair, I won't remember it tomorrow. Or later.
Oh, I can't fast travel either, and I can't go to the rail yard, and I can't go to the beach. Oh dear. Alright, just hope the weather improves. It's all a bit flat, isn't it?
You're soaky, Bob.
Can you imagine saying that as a plastic surgeon? Just in comes your patient. It's all a bit flat, ain't it?
Oh,
I
Sandra,
can
your
help.
problem is it's a bit flat.
Dr. Nick again from The Simpsons.
Hi,
guys,
everybody.
I can help you.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Everybody. Oh, hang on, reflections. I had reflections. Reflections are good. We like reflections.
Reflections, your black and white friend.
Yeah. Now we're cooking.
I'm amazed black
dunno.
and white hasn't been banned yet, and it's like, oh, multicultural lighting.
See, do I like the fence being there? It's not. It's not horrible, and I haven't got too much of that tree on the left. I got my aperture really high. No, I haven't. I got my exposure quite. Oh, I thought the aperture was way up.
No, that's your
But it's
exposure.
not.
No, your exposure's blowing out the trees.
Mm. Nobody blows out my trees unless they bought me dinner. What?
Okay.
I
So,
can confirm
I mean-
that. I have tried.
I think there's for me there's a couple of choices. I know. So you can go really high contrast, which gives you more of the noir look.
Yeah.
More-
Noir.
Yeah. Noir.
That was the most English way of saying that
Cartoon.
ever. Newer.
Newer.
Newer
Just
look.
saying, newer. Or I prefer I don't. Well, it depends on your mood, obviously, and where you are. But
You like it where it's
I
quite
like
grey,
washed
don't
out.
you? Washed out.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
it.
washed out look. Yeah, it's more subtle, softer tones, and
Comforting. A warm
I
blanket.
think playing around with it. I don't know the actual results, but I find black and white not easy, but there's only so much you can do, obviously, because you're not playing around
Yeah.
with the color, and you can't set the temperature. Really, all you can play about with. Well, then I've still got the general settings as well. So now I'm chatting bollocks again.
You've got to more concentrate on what's around you, providing
Yeah.
light or shadow or.
It's exactly. So yeah. So like Dave said, it's more about setting up your shot than it is your actual settings.
Yeah, but there also is an added
Just as
step
fun.
to black and white photos that you don't do in any others.
Turn down the colour.
Ha
Got a point.
He's not wrong. I'll give him that. He's not wrong. But no, you also have to determine what colour your car will be when it goes black and white.
Yeah.
Grey.
Which means I'm fucked because I'm already partially colourblind, so I can't tell what's properly
Yeah.
black and white.
And as Matt said before, stream. I don't know, just because of experience, I didn't go for a bright red or a green or whatever. I've gone. I wanted to go sort of silverish, because it reflects the light really well.
Well, fun
And it's
fact.
kind of neutral, and you're neutral as well, aren't you? And I think it makes a difference. You can go white, and you can go black, but it will.
But that'll
make a big
offend at least
difference
half the population.
And it make a big effect on your photo, and then you're kind of pigeonholed. Then I think a little bit.
Well, fun fact: if you go lime green, like Lamborghini pea green, that does go to a silver in black and grey.
Oh, is it? Because I looked at the Moira, and that's a lime green.
Yeah, if you go for
Default
that lime
one,
green,
that-
it does
yeah.
go to like a grey silver when it goes to black and
Ah.
white. The more you know.
I'm still trying to balance the exposure. So if anyone is watching, I am happy with the back of the car. So what I'm doing now is trying to balance again. What it is the light behind the car, the trees. Do they look really artificial? Does the sky look blown out? Yeah, and then trying to get everything as I'd like. I'm not that far away, I don't think. Maybe.
It's looking quite nice.
I like the softer tones with the brightness up. Alright, let's save that. So we've got one photo anyway. And then I've taken a rear shot. What a surprise.
Quick, put it in a tunnel to
And
hide
then-
that.
Have a look around again. So you've got a filter shot there just by coming out behind the fence. So if you wanted to save that, go back into the car, click not the square button, Dave, it's the X button.
Yeah.
We're not on PlayStation. And then you could probably turn that into a cool shot. Again, I don't like that trunk behind the tree. So maybe me, I'm going to go right here. See what else is on. Nah, I still don't like it. But you could, from there, up your aperture, shutter speed mostly. So you get a nice blurry effect with the filter with the fence. And then scroll around, see what you got. It's alright. I'm going to go back onto the front of the car because there was quite a lot of light that I noticed in the first place, and that's why we stopped here. And because I've got really pretty front end, you've already got angles where the grille is going to be naturally quite dark, and it's kind of pointing down anyway, so there's your contrast. And then play around with your angles. You can probably get a nice macro there. Even from the front, the car's so pretty anyway.
What car was that?
Get away with Berlinetta Maserati. So, it's not exactly how I want it, but already by focusing on the car, I can see that probably shutter speed's a bit high. Now the brightness doesn't make as much sense. It kind of blends in with the road a bit too much. So I'd go, what did I say? Brightness is probably a bit high. You see the definition already. And I think the shutter speed probably needs to come down. And if you go all the way down, you're at a stationary shot. You know, but you got the markings on the road, but
Yeah.
who knows whether the car was moving or not? Only us. So why not have a look around? Oh, I done that, and the front of the car's got so many angles. Why have I gone macro all of a sudden? Why not?
Like a macro, doubling up.
And the grill's just too hard to resist, isn't it? Mm. I think the reflections are too good to miss there. That's hard. Try and get the grill on the badge. What did Jubert say the other week? Why didn't you do a night with grills?
Yeah, he
Bear
did say
Grylls.
grill night.
Yeah.
I wanted more steak, but, you know, we'll go for that.
What, ribeye, sirloin, rump?
That's quite cool. It's a
All
weird
about the
angle,
rump, isn't
so
it?
it kind of looks weird.
Oh, sorry, steak. Whatever, however it comes. Feed me animal.
Oh, balls.
Balls. That's
Ah,
quite nice. Yeah, I like that. So what you got to be careful of is there is a car behind. If I cut it off there, that car will be in shot when you save it. Or does it do that, Dave, when you do screenshot?
Not so much the
But no,
screenshot.
actually.
No, not so much the screenshot. It's literally what you can see.
So if you save to the Motorsport forums, Motorsport official gallery, your own gallery, it will include a little bit more of the car. So something to be wary of. Watch your frames, and also things like the cat's eyes, the lines. What's going to be in the frame when you save it? God, I'm really waffling tonight, aren't I?
I know, it's rare.
We've already said more words in this stream than most other streams.
I quite like the angle where it's dipping in there.
Still don't know what we're going on about either. That's the mad thing.
No one knows what he's on about, but, you know,
You
let him
gave
do
that
it.
years ago, Dave.
I know, I just nod and say yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Contrast. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
calm
uh-huh.
down, Elvis.
Uh-huh. Don't forget, if you want to put a watermark
bad.
on that, right across where them lights are, it's a good spot. Maybe some sort of inspirational quote. Hello.
You an inspirational
How are you
quote.
guys getting on anyway, son?
Well, I did capture nice reflections, and then I discovered my car is the same colour as the bushes. I came back out, went back in, and the sun moved, so no more shinies, and I was like, fuck!
No. Kind of.
I think,
it's
yeah, and
not
if you
easy.
get yourself into that spot, it's to just max out all your settings. Does it work if you go massively high on the contrast, or bring your exposure up to silly levels?
Oh, believe me, I've done
You
a
both
I've done
bring one
100
down.
aperture
Yeah,
shot
you know what you're
already.
doing. And I think because of it depends where you're on the map, doesn't it? If you're in the city, you can get away with huge aperture.
Yeah.
But I think if you're in woodlands, the trees just look crap. You start getting that
Arrived at
pixelated
your
look. You know?
destination.
Sometimes it looks really good, but it's few and far between.
Yeah.
I think there's space to start looking on yards of walls and trees.
I don't even know where I'm going. I can't
Hey,
fast
we've got
travel.
Artie in
I need
chat.
to play this more. What?
We've got Artemis in chat. Hey, Artemis.
Hey, how you doing?
We're trying to get to sleep, Artemis. Is that why you're watching us?
Is your
Is it
your
late in
TV
Australia?
broken? You're not selling us, Dave. On that note, I'm going to pee. So you talk about what we're doing in the next week. What's going on in FTC?
Also, in the FTC world, it's very exciting times. As you can tell, we sound excited.
It's your time to
Yeah.
shine. Don't mess it up.
Yay! So, any photos you want to look at or from the stream, or share from the stream, then please check out Forzatography Central on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. If you're more about the racing, come to our Discord, say hello, join in a race or two. They're hosted on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have Tuesdays and Fridays even, get that right. So tomorrow night you'll be taking down Silverstone, I believe, in Formula Ford, hosted by the fantastic Metal and Haseo on this very channel. That'll be something to look forward to. Tuesday is the start of our new series, Super Tours, what is also going to be extremely exciting. And then in the
People are coming
world
up
of
to me asking whether or
photography,
not you hacked the speed
starting
indicator.
on
Should have
Sunday
seen
the
their
1st,
faces when I told them your
FTC
scores were
30 is
real.
returning.
Fancy
It
proving
is
me wrong
30
again?
days of Forzatography. You get a what do I want to call it? A hint, not a hint, a subject,
Teaser.
a theme each day for you to go out and attempt to take photos of. It's not a competition, it's just something to give you something to do, something to enjoy,
200
try out new
meters.
photos, try out
And
new
speaking of which,
experiences.
we've got a Mr. Connor Speed in chat. Nice to see you, Connor.
Turn left.
Really?
I was not speaking of
Fine.
Connor Speed, but it's nice to
200
be
meters.
Yeah.
I will now speak of Connor Speed. Hello, Mr.
Being
Connor.
graced by royalty.
People must be bored today.
Little did we know that television went down 32 minutes ago. They've done the dishes, they folded the sheets, they've got nothing else to do.
It's not the start of the apocalypse, is it? Everybody's told me.
It might,
See a horoscope
it might be, but mind you, if the apocalypse happened after the near 2 years we've had as a planet, would we really care?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Bring it on. There's no vaccine for that, is there?
Oh, mind, the government admitted a month back that aliens do exist, and as a human race, we just went, eh.
I would like to say there is a thing for the apocalypse. It's called a hard hat and some tinfoil. That'll work.
Vaccine signs.
I thought that was the conspiracy theorist starter's guide.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I get my information from.
Oh, we've
Going
got
back to-
Coco
going
in
back to-
chat. Hello,
going back to-
Coco, how are you?
Forzatography. I do want to say, this week and last week, I believe. Did you see?
It was really shit. Oh, sorry.
No. Did you see Stereo Jax's photos? Alliator and
He's
him have been
amazing.
having some sort of like photo recreation face-off. So they did a drifting one. I don't know who it was by. But, Jax knocked that out of the park. The original photo. You just using Forzatography. That was really good.
It was Larry Chen.
I'm not sure. Was it Larry Chen the first one?
Yeah.
And then was this one Larry Chen as well? He's done one
I
using
don't think
a
so.
Aston
think
Martin
it's Larry Chen.
based on the new Formula One safety car or whatever, ambulance car or something like that. So this shot it. Check it out on Discord and on Twitter, FTC Stereo Jax, well worth a look. And basically he's used what's it called? Super 7 in it. Super 7
Yeah.
to recreate that picture. Almost identical. It is ridiculous.
And he's another one, a bit like ourselves, very critical of his own work. And the longer you look at something as well, you think, oh, that's not quite right.
Hello, Coco.
Coco's currently saying, how's it going, black and white photo session? Well, how are you guys finding it so far?
Probably quite boring because I can't fast travel when I'm trying to get to the city. For those who don't know, I've had to restart my game twice since I've had the Xbox Series X. to
No.
get my cars back.
Once
So,
was due to your Xbox. The other, what was the other reason you had to restart
At
it?
the
You're being a
roundabout,
dumbass.
take the second
No.
Not
exit.
my fault.
No, that would be Jupiter.
I don't know. Oh yeah, but he was right because I've got all my cars back now.
However,
But yeah, I blame Jubert. Yeah, hashtag blame Jubert. Yeah, why not?
Connor Speed roasting Jackson chat saying he's
400
average
meters.
at best.
Turn right.
Connor,
To be
I
fair, I
have seen your
agree.
thumbnails.
But
you could learn a thing.
to be
Just
fair,
say.
if I don't say Jax is good, then he talks at me a lot. That's why I'm saying he's good.
The right
I
track.
completely agree, Connor.
Coco's saying Fortune Island is
Breakfast
good for
children.
black and white.
Yeah. What are you saying?
In
Fortune
400
Island.
Coco
meters,
in chat saying that
Turn
Fortune Island is
Fortune
good
Island.
for black and white.
Yeah, that's good. There's no tunnels there either, is there? Or
Can't get
there are?
persuaded.
And we're
No,
not allowed
there's-
to do tunnels.
No, there is no tunnels. There's only black
Turn left.
beaches, so they technically
Alright.
don't count.
Let's go.
No
You
bridge.
should have a look now.
Let's go
Why not?
to.
We can go Gothic-y as well, because we got the cathedral there. We might have something here. No, we haven't really, have we? So again, I'm looking at reflections. The car just looks flat. There's no light bouncing on it. Is there anything around?
Shut up,
Oh!
sucker, Connor. You're the famous one. He's just an idiot wannabe Scotsman.
You have to then start looking at the surroundings. What
And
you can do
whilst the
there.
stream is happening, Xbox themselves have just roasted PlayStation on Twitter.
Why have they done
I love it. Well, haven't you heard the debacle that's gone out
Turn around
on
when it
the
is safe
PS5
to do
today?
so.
that? Nope.
Right. You know how everyone threw a big fit when Microsoft said that the Series X and S will have proprietary expansion slots for the SSD? Now, Sony, to try and get one over on Microsoft, included the M.2 slot, where you can just buy any old, like, SSD, and you can expand the storage of your PlayStation, yeah?
Yeah.
That is what they promised. But what they did today, I will summarise in a wonderful, wonderful tweet from a friend who will remain nameless. They said,
Simon.
they said Sony, semicolon.
His name was Simon. Ah, fuck that. I will
Okay.
out
He
him.
lives in Essex.
Okay, yes, I'm
Number
all set.
3, Dorchester
Simon.
Road.
I love some
Okay, Simon said Sony, semicolon.
Simons.
I didn't
You can-
know that when I said that.
You can now use external SSDs, but nobody knows which ones will work or not. They will set your console on fire because there's no cooling chamber or anything to cool the SSDs in the expansion slot. And if they're faster, the PS5 will slow it down so that it doesn't show up Sony. Oh, and yeah, the drives start at 500 quid.
What?
If you want to expand your storage on your
Turn
PlayStation, it
around
starts at
when it is
500
safe to do
quid.
so.
And for a decent sized one, you're looking to pay around about 1,000 quid for a 3 terabyte SSD.
Oh, fuck on Xbox.
I thought the Xbox was bad enough for the. Oh, hang on, we got a spark shot.
Oh, you two would be fucked with the
Black
thingy, the
Beach
PlayStation.
was
No, because you have to take
tension
your
on the
console
car.
apart to put it in.
I did that on my old PlayStation.
Oh yeah, you have to take the side panel off. Then you have
Lie.
to unscrew this little bay, open the bay, remove the dummy, slide in your SSD, screw that in.
You can't
with a
remove the
screw-
dummy because then who will do up the screws and put the Xbox in? Usually you take the dummy away, there's no one doing Phil's job.
Yeah.
Play nice.
Ha!
Yeah, I've got feelings. No, I haven't. Right, we're off to the island, aren't we? Let's go to the
I was
island.
gonna say you have feelings. That's new.
Buried very deeply.
There's a
Yeah,
joke
don't
there
forget
somewhere.
Coco. I don't know if you're on the Discord, but check it out. There is
Discord.
any photos you
I didn't
see
see
here.
it. Shit.
This will appear all over social media, including there. Oh,
What?
look, because I know you like your photos, Coco. You're about. You're a good photographer.
Yeah, Coco is a
Turn
very
around
talented
Yeah.
when it
photographer.
is safe.
Not normally with us either. Normally watches it a bit later. He's one of those strange fellows that watches it when we're not live.
When they have a
Or
choice.
just watches it. No, I can't go to Fortune Island. It's locked.
Why
Have
is
you not
Fortune Island
downloaded it?
Yeah, I don't know. I went to Lego Island. Lego, what's it called? Speed Champions the other week. Lego Valley.
Mm.
I don't know why I can't go there. I don't even want to think about it. Have I not done enough? Have I not unlocked it? I've only just got on the roster, so does that make any
There's
difference?
Spoon. I don't think it does with Fortune Island.
No, I don't think it does. Mind you, you might need to recheck if it's even downloaded.
I haven't got the patience for that at the moment.
Oh!
I know my son's not played with the shared accounts again, so
Speaking of downloading, to everyone watching now and
No
in
change
the
to that.
future, make sure you download
future.
your copy of Forza Motorsport 7 by September the 15th, because Forza Motorsport 7 will be discontinued of their end of life cycle, which means it will be removed from Game Pass and will no longer be able to purchase. However, if you are a Game Pass owner and you have bought like the DLCs but don't actually own the game, I know this by experience because I just redeemed it today. Xbox themselves will send you a token and a code to where you can redeem it and the game will be yours.
I
Ooh.
didn't realise you worked for Microsoft. You're quite impressive, Bell.
No, it's just I'm good at PR.
Microsoft whore.
I'm good at PR, it's just my boss doesn't think so.
Before, is there
Goodbye.
anybody in chat, if anybody's still there, they've got a suggestion for cars, because I will just pick something crap, so if anyone wants to shout.
Do a
Good one.
60 Chevy Camaro.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, fuck
I thought
off.
somebody Coco might want to. Coco.
Or Connor speed.
Suggestion. Or Connor.
Oh, I got
As
Drift.
I've got all my cars back. I
Drift,
should have
by the
most
way,
of them.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Drift.
I meant drift car. I can't do drift cars.
Goodbye, Metal. Convoy. Nice name.
I'm going
Yeah.
to Fortune Island. I
Yeah,
haven't-
go for it, Connor. Yeah. So I can see the chat now. Yes, please. Anything you want, whatever it is, as long as I've got it.
it's gonna
obviously.
it's gonna be a peel. You do know that. It's either
I
gonna be
own
a
a
peel.
2000 GT. That's a good call.
That's all right.
Now that I did
Yeah.
not expect, Connor. I was expecting Rally because, well, it's you.
Have I got it?
Check out Connor's
Before?
channel,
2000 GT.
but not now because you should be watching us. Connor does other interesting stuff at other times. Lots of videos. It's well worth a watch. Don't do it when
no,
we're
I've
on.
got it. Can I buy it? Yeah, that failed, didn't it?
Have you not got it and you can't buy it?
Can you not buy
Uh,
it from there?
And Coco has suggested
can't,
the
can you?
Singapore. Oh, that is actually a really good call, Coco.
I haven't got that either.
There's a little thing called the
Jesus
auction
Christ.
house.
Well, I haven't got time to do that.
Yeah, you have.
Buy it now, you
I
cheapskate.
should be able to get the 2000 GT.
Look, the slowest thing on your console right now is you. So,
Sorry, I'm sorry. I've had a word. I've had a word with myself. I'm not happy. I'm disappointed for all of you. I do try my best. My mum says that. My mum says
Get
I
up
do
again
try.
after that.
My mum says I'm very trying. I can't buy it. Is it you're naming cars I can't buy? Oh.
Phil, you've got all the
What's that?
expansion passes, you've got everything. Why can't you do anything? You useless bastard.
I know. And I'm not even disappointed in myself anymore. You just get used to it. You just deal with it. You put it to bed.
you poor tragic
What are we
little
looking at now?
banana.
The second gen.
If you
RX-7.
sponsor-
surely we can do
If
that.
you sponsor
I've got that
Sergio
either.
now
I've got
for 1p a day, you can save a brain cell. It may be too late for some. If we try hard, we can save the rest.
Is there any people that know any male pattern baldness creams? Sponsor this man now. He needs help. We love you, Phil.
I tolerate you,
I've not
mate.
got any
I
of these
tolerate
cars. I've not got any of them. I can't get any of them.
You do know that they were DLC. They're not in the auto show.
Well,
you had to go to
brilliant,
the auction
yeah.
house.
somebody say Porsche?
Yeah, Porsche Singer. That is not in the auto
Yeah, I
show
haven't
either.
got that either. Got a GTR pre-order. 370, 350.
Okay.
Pick. God.
Okay,
It's hard to
Connor.
pick a car.
Rude. I know was only in one of your videos and you had to censor me because I swore too much, but still, rude. Voices. Phil is
hello.
the one who's mainly talking, and Infernus is the one who had the great big chuckle.
Hello, I'm Infernus 81.
Got you sound good for 81,
I'm
mate. You
sat
really
on the
do.
left, mate. I'm sat on the left. If that helps.
I don't think it
Alright, I'll
does.
swear I told it. I'm fed up now. I'm not even talking to you lot.
And that droll,
I'm off.
boring
Gone.
bastard is Sergio.
Yeah, I'm the pirate. Arr, arr, you free Friday night.
Oh, God.
Turn around.
God's not invited, metal. He can get his own ship. He sailed with Noah.
You muppet.
Can you kill me now, please?
You'd like that.
Yeah, a woman's bottom. I wager your
You know what?
vote.
I respect the Blackadder
Brilliant.
joke.
What's the Blackadder joke?
Have you
Yeah.
never seen this? It's a funny episode. It's a Blackadder joke. What I just did.
Can we
I
go to the
wager
beach
that
now?
bottom's never been in a storm.
Oh, come on.
Had to
Try.
plunge a hole or whatever it is. I can't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna make an
Can't
interesting
remember in a minute.
proposal
I'll
right
try.
now. You can have
Break
one
the
back.
rules.
You can have one back out of these three. You can
I'm
have.
going to the beach because it's not far away.
Fair
That
enough.
makes far away.
In 100
I was gonna
meters,
offer you your tunnel, but you just.
Oh,
Oh.
alright.
No, 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 you
All
are
rules, all bets off now.
turn right.
Anarchy.
Turn right.
I like it. That's not a tunnel.
You go faster than
kind of a
Poland in the
tunnel, isn't
war.
Oh, reset damage. Oh. What? Poland in the war? We're not mentioning the war, surely.
Yeah, I said you give
Not
up
that
faster
stage,
than
are we?
Poland in the war. It's a joke.
Alright, so there's a shot there, but I don't like that horizon flags. And already I'm going, nyeh.
Really? Because the confetti is annoying me.
The confetti.
Yeah.
I like the confetti. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you get like a random one
If-
white speck when the rest of it is like
Ah,
blended
right.
in.
Yeah. FH2 had some really good confetti where
No,
it just blew it at you at the end of the race.
that's a
But you could
different
get some
type
good
of
results
festival.
with it. Yeah. So, have you guys changed cars?
Yes.
Did you find you in the Singer and the RX-7 or the other car that I didn't have?
No, I am in an Aston Martin DB11 because it's got very nice curves.
Ah.
Also, Drift, you do not sound 40, you sound 4. I have been in too many parties with you to know that you sound and act 4.
In 400
Are you talking
meters,
We
with
all
me?
act four, but we don't all sound four.
Coco's still trying to discover who's who. Okay, Coco, I'm the loud one. Phil,
Alright,
Phil is the depressed sounding one, and Dave is the chuckler one.
Well, we could introduce yourselves. So I'm Phil, FTC Sergio.
And I am Dave, FTC Infernus 81.
in 400
No, you're not.
meters, turn left.
I'm the Messiah.
Sorry.
If you're the Messiah, that explains a lot about the past
Oh.
18 months.
And that sarcastic northerner
He's not the
with a
Messiah.
squeaky
he's a
voice.
very naughty
He sounds a little
boy.
bit like Brian Blessed. Who's been sucking on helium. It's Metal Gear.
I'm only here to the crucifixion. Crucifixion?
Oh my
you
god,
lucky,
why is there
lucky
so many
bastard.
colours for the Aston Martin?
Because the Aston Martin's a beautiful car.
No, like, no joke, there is a bajillion and one manufacturer colours. I have never seen more manufacturer colours for a car.
I'm not getting something. Sorry.
There'll be some sort of punishment if you do fail.
You get to the beach and it turns night. You watch. Yeah.
Okay, Drift, I like it how you tried to insult me there,
Take the third
but even
exit.
Autocorrect screwed you over how you tried to say F you, but it came out fuck toy.
Still trying to get a spark. Tilted too much.
Maybe he's calling you a factoid.
Cheat mode.
Well, I'm already someone's fuck toy, so... Yeah, much to the dismay of Juvit, I might add. You know, I'm scared about visiting you, Dave, because I know Jubit isn't far behind, and if he...
Wait, no,
smell-
wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking
What?
minute. Who says you're coming to
I didn't
visit
know you
me?
were visiting.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Whoa.
I've never
Oh,
invited you, mate.
Hooked
No.
on that.
Alright, I thought I was
Can't
going to
fucking
sit down
invite
and give
yourself.
you
Thing.
a crate of beer, but okay, fuck you.
Ah, hang on.
Oh, Matt, hold on, mate. I know we've had our differences over the past few minutes, but... But, you know, I love
so
you, mate.
I've stopped because I quite like the car going through the plants, bushes. I don't know what you call those.
Flowers.
It's another
and
rear
fauna-
shot.
fauna.
Sorry, I'm going to get grief from Dave.
Foliage.
I'm like, Ferns.
Foliage.
I like that,
Foliage.
I know
Gotta be
Dave's going
posh.
to moan at me if I take one from the rear straight away. So we'll have a look around anyway. Just see what we got.
Hey,
Can't use-
hey, you've got to have a nice rear shot.
Yeah, see, the driver just has a complete pillock, doesn't he? Yeah, it's worth having a look though. Oh, that's not bad. Very high on the contrast. Oh, we were going to have the separate challenge was a black and white scenic shot. We haven't forgot, we've still got time.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh god,
actually.
yeah, I forgot about that.
While you're in mid shot, so particularly now we're on black and white,
I mean, that's a classic shot.
and we've determined that you don't mind a bit of sepia or whatever in your shots. You,
Yeah.
right?
Me?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not just talking to myself, you idiot. How
Yeah, I don't
how
use it
do you
very
feel
often.
about vignette in black and white shots?
Yeah, like I just said, I don't use it very often.
Did you just say that? Oh, I wasn't listening. Shit.
No, I didn't. Metal said earlier, didn't he, about using
Yeah.
it? Can we use it? So yeah, but
No, he said sepia, but he didn't say about vignette. I was just
Oh,
intrigued.
vignette. Oh, sorry. I was
No,
thinking
vignette.
sepia.
No, I was saying, since we've allowed sepia, what do you feel about vignette in black and white shots? Is there
Yeah, I
a
think
time
it-
you would use it, or
If anyway,
It only
personally,
upsets me because you can't use reverse vignette in this game.
Personally, I don't, but then I'm not really confident with it. But I think if anywhere, that's the place to use it. Yeah.
it's not something
Same
you
my
use
personal
often? What about you?
opinion.
Is it something you've
I
used a
wouldn't
lot?
use it at all. No,
Metal.
I'm trying it now, but I don't.
In thumbnails I use reverse vignette, but apart from that, not much now.
They've not used it in.
Yeah, it kind of works. I know you got a bit on there, and it.
I've
yeah,
seen a
does
few who do it,
enhance
and
the
it is.
shot?
I don't know. Like I said, when
No, I don't think it does.
I've used it. I used it on a macro, I think, or less of a full car shot
Off.
earlier on, and it seemed alright. It's not something I've used much on it because it can be a bit over the top, a bit black around
Yeah.
here, a bit hardcore on the outside. But it is a bit hit and
So,
miss.
I don't like.
Yeah, so Coco doesn't
Contrast too high.
doesn't
there.
like vignette.
I think it's just some shots it looks spectacular or it enhances the image.
Yeah.
Those shots are really hard to find. I think to be honest, I can't be bothered to look for those. Why bother put it on and off?
Oh, that's
1 out of
shot,
10
isn't it?
find it. And I'm probably wrong, and those guys are going, "No, I love it, and it enhances my shot, and I love what I'm seeing." All power to them. Yeah, that's the whole beauty of this thing again. It's not wax lyrical every week, but that's why we like it. Different strokes for different folks, isn't it? So,
All about the art. Your own.
There's another major pun there, but I'm gonna try and keep it family friendly.
I've done all that. I've gone back to the back of the car. I quite liked it with the pylon in the back and the lines.
One thing I have noticed about you, Phil, is you don't use the zoom rule, which is quite odd.
The zoom rule? Would you
Zoom
like
rule.
to?
Yeah.
Don't zoom.
I'm
Do
intrigued.
zoom. Yeah. Listen.
Well, with the Forza engine, the way it's built, the more you zoom, so
Oh,
from
technical.
about
Hang on.
Is it a
Right.
V8 or a V12?
the camera angle has a natural fisheye. Even if you don't zoom out, it
Oh
has a
yeah,
natural
yeah, I've seen
fisheye.
that. Yeah, yeah.
So if you go from about 4 zoom onwards and then just move your camera inwards, you get a more accurate angle of what the car looks like, and it doesn't
Oh
distort.
yeah. Yeah. What?
Who?
Oh,
What?
so you don't get those weird angles. Oh, that's probably why I'm more. If you notice, a lot of my shots are square on or
Yeah.
slightly squiff. Never, extreme angles. I know what you're saying. Yeah, so you end up with that stretched out kind of. Yeah, I'm on the right wavelength.
Yeah, you're on the right wavelength.
Yeah,
He's an arse, isn't he?
yeah. So I've got no technical ability at all, but yeah, I know what you're saying. See, I'm so tempted to zoom right in there and have the Carrera. And that's so basic, and but why not? If it works, it works. Yeah. So I didn't end up saving anything there, and we're supposed to be going to the beach, weren't we?
I've just
But there's a
I've
couple of
just,
shots there that were okay. Yeah.
just took a photo ready for FTC 30. Happy about that one. One by mistake. I was supposed to be taking a picture of a car, and something was happening in the background. Was even there.
Dare I ask what was happening in the background, or?
Oh, it wasn't involving a car, but it suits one of the days for FTC 30. Ooh. Little hints. Doesn't involve a car. Something happening in the background.
Let's see what happens down here.
And it was at one of the Forza festivals.
Tree's gonna happen, yeah. I think so. While you're there, why not have a look? This is what I like, the accidental shots. You know, you stick yourself in a stupid spot, and you think, oh, what about the foliage? What about the light where we are? Will that work?
Yeah.
It sometimes does. Sometimes it doesn't. Right. Okay. There's a shot in there. And I'm all confused. You have to level out.
So
Right.
I've started doing,
And then,
since doing verticals, the other week when, the only time I actually listened to him, something that Jax was saying the other week, and if you tilt your controller the same way as your picture is, it makes it easy to control.
You've not
If you-
been doing that.
No, I've been leaning my head and then getting myself back to right. I know for a fact.
Oh my
Phil
god,
is
you're
either.
an utter spoon!
I know for a fact that Phil's never done that either, because he constantly whines about how difficult it is to get.
Okay, everyone
No, I
in the
just
known
rotate back round.
universe does that.
You don't do it. If you've got a vertical shot,
What?
you get confused trying to get the angles right with your controller.
me?
Yeah, you'll push one way and it'll go another way. But if you turn your controller the same way that the picture's tilting, all the buttons work how it would, how
Right.
you'd expect.
Yeah, I used to just lean my head, but I've grown to learn how to not do that now. Yeah, I do lean a little bit to see if it lines up. Because you still have to line it up with your TV.
I'm not about leaning heads. I'm on about the controller. Of course, everyone leans their head. I lean my head.
No, I know. Yeah, I got the left and right and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm not even sure I know what we're talking about anymore.
I was gonna
I'm not
say,
sure.
you just
Talking about-
high.
Nah, I wish.
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. Yeah, I don't. I do get lost when you're doing something like this, and you're left and right. And
Yeah, that's what I'm
and-
saying. So now, turn your controller the same way that the picture is,
Oh,
and
right.
it'll work
Yeah.
the way you expect it. That's what I'm trying to get
Just-
at. Dumbass.
Yeah, I got him. No, you just keep playing around until you find your feet again, I think. That's what I do. Just go back down and back up again. It's a nightmare when you first start taking photos in Forza.
You two
just to get
are
used to the
wonderfully confused.
I mean, yeah.
I think I'm quite competent around the the controls now, but I do. Yeah, I get lost sometimes. Yeah, but I don't think twisting my controller is going to help me in any way. I'm too old to start changing my methods. What? Right now, twist it to the left.
Is it bad if I agree with the old thing?
Just do what works for you. Right? Yeah. Oh, I see a beach. Right. Oh shit! And I see some.
Coco's saying
Changing rooms.
you can explain how focus and aperture work. I'm asking because sometimes I have doubts looks don't work properly.
Aperture and focus. Okay. Well, focus for me is easy because I never use the in-game focus setting. And so, for example, why did I do that? There's Hooper here. So for me, I don't use the in-game focus. So I literally use just the X button on the controller, and I'll focus that way. And then I'll zoom in, zoom out, and I'll refocus on the point of the car. I honestly don't know how to use the focus setting. I don't.
You only use focus
doing
on
the same thing.
You only use focus on aperture that's over 75.
Is that right?
Yeah, because what happens is the background remains the high aperture like effect, and it redefines the edge of your car.
Okay, well, there you go. Whereas for me, yeah, I don't ever use it, and I probably never will, even after Metal saying that.
Well, of course you won't,
And
because you're
I'll
better
make
than me.
No, but I don't know. Yeah, and you get to know. Yeah, I don't know. No, the focus is the focus. It depends what you're looking at as well. So I suppose if you're talking about focusing on which part of the car, I mean, he knows that already. So you zoom in and then you focus on that point if that's the part of the car that you want people's eyes to be drawn to. If it's a wider shot and you come out and you're focusing on the whole of the car, and so if you were on the side of the car, do you focus on the back of the car or the front? Again, personal preference, I suppose, but the frame as well. If you've got it, so your rule of thirds, I would probably go for the front of the car. So your eyes drawn more to the central of the frame. And then aperture really is just finding something you're happy with. Personally, it is a personal preference. If you go huge, and we've talked about it weeks before, and something like in this situation, you're not going to see it so much because there's not much going on behind. But so the back of the car is now out of focus slightly. Obviously, everything else is really blurry, and it's more of an artistic shot. But if you bring that right down to 0, everything looks a bit flat, and I think that's what people do at the beginning. They don't understand that the aperture makes a difference. So you see a lot of people taking really good photos, and they've got the composition, and they've got the colours right, and they've got everything else right, but they've got no aperture, and it just looks flat, and the car's not popping. That's a word you hear a lot in photography. The car's not standing out. It's not popping. There's no definition.
For me, what happens is aperture is that can take a photo from a good photo, a really good photo, to the next level. You get your aperture right. Yeah, because that's what
you
makes
don't need a lot. Yeah.
cars pop.
I never use aperture because it messes up the blur. It gets really blurry.
No, Hooper.
But then
you need to refocus, and then it smooths everything out.
Oh, so that's what it does.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
dumb. Okay.
Right, Hooper.
Oh, shit.
You know when you see a tattoo, and you see it, and it's like it looks really good, but it needs more black in it to make it stand out from the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what aperture does. Aperture basically, makes it go from a 2D game image to a almost trick 3D image.
Also, kind of like the Jaguar one I took last week was.
That's
didn't use
the
any-
start. That's the start of it, yeah. But still needs work. You know what I mean?
How high of an aperture do you usually want?
Totally depends on what you
Depends
do.
what you want. Like, if you're stationary, you can go anywhere from 0
Sorry.
to 100. If you're in an action shot, anywhere from 10 to 30. You know,
There's no magic
if
numbers. Play about.
Mm.
yeah,
Genuinely, it's
Sorry, I need
still
to
one
get
of
a
my
drink, but-
favourite things. There is no magic number with it. Play
actually,
about.
Hooper,
You
you
always
know when
find a little
you're
bit of a set you want, but
Hooper, you know when
Experiment.
you are cooking your steaks on your grill,
Yeah.
do you always stick to a certain time, or do you always do it when you think it looks right?
I can show you on.
I
if
do
you're
it
watching the stream.
until it depends because sometimes it doesn't want to work.
Yeah, but when you're cooking, like, you know if something looks right or doesn't, yeah?
Yeah.
But they take different times, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with the aperture. Yeah, like, you can have the same value, but it won't apply the same. You have
The
to treat
easiest
every
way
photo
is-
as an individual.
Yeah.
Hooper, watch the stream. You're about to get a masterclass.
The easiest way is to show you. So you take. Let's go 0. We're on 0 aperture. Shutter speed doesn't matter because we're not moving anyway. So I've gone black and white because we're anyway. So the important thing is to focus on the car and not. I said I don't use the focus button, the slide. So you can use
Eye
that
drift.
if you want. But God knows how to do.
thank you for joining us.
So just focus on one point in the car, click the button, X, and then play around with it. So 0 at the moment is flat. There's no real definition between the car,
Yeah.
sand, the foreground, background, anything. So the guys that want to go for realism will probably have it about 15, 16-ish. Especially motorsport it's important, I think, if you want a realistic shot, it's not to have it too high. So you want a little bit, so it's starting to stand out. But if you want to go artistic, like the lad said, you go maximum, push it right up, and then you get this point where everything now is blurred out, apart from that point on the lens.
Ah,
focus.
yeah, I see it.
But you can move that. So if you're not quite happy with that, you press. I was going to say triangle then. So you press Y and you can refocus on a different part of the car, and you can have that side of the car. And then if it's not quite right, try and bring it down to 50. So it looks like. So then you should start seeing a little bit more of the sand, a little bit more of the background, foreground, and it's a big difference, but it's not huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring it, say, come down to 25-ish. Now there's more definition of the sea, the sand, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's more noticeable if you're, like we were earlier in woodlands or in the city. You'll see a huge difference because the background's different. You know, you've got the buildings or the trees. You really start to see it, and I think that's the key thing to Forzatography is noticing your background changing more so the car.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
And I think that's what people, like Dave said earlier, they'll take a photo and it looks great, and then you look at it and you go, yeah, it looks a bit flat though. And all they need to do is up the aperture like 10, and the car would stand out more on it. And for those that know what they're looking at and have seen a lot of photos, it does make a huge difference. Do it, let's put some there next to the container. Brilliant shot, but you can also get some really weird magical effects by maxing everything out. And sometimes like the digital stuff, that's what caught my eye to begin with. People were taking photos saying, how do you do that? My game doesn't look like that. And it's because they're maxing things out. And you get this weird digital look, but sometimes it looks brilliant. Oh, no, I don't want to exit.
Especially
so
like your psychedelic type shots.
Yeah, abstract-y sort of.
Yeah, thing to do is, like I said,
Everything's
literally
blurred out.
experiment. Take photos, do the same shot, and do 3 or 4 different shots of it, but with different settings. So do it in an expected way. Do it with your aperture at 14 and a bit of colour and a bit of this. So do it the way that you would expect, and then go mental and take it black and white. Take it high contrast. Take it crazy apertures. Blow out the colours. Experiment. Post them all, because what will happen is you'll think, oh, that the standard boring way or whatever. As such, I'm not saying anyway is boring, but the boring way that you think is really good. But and then this weird shot that I've done where it's ridiculous aperture and high speed, it looks a bit bonkers to me, and that'll be the one that'll get you the most likes or the most follows or the most comments.
Maybe.
People will go. You'll learn, not learn new techniques or whatever, learn new likes, but sometimes the least expected shot you've done is the most popular, if that's what you're going at, you could have taken so you enjoy it, but it is nice
It's what
to
by doing
experiment.
that you start to learn what each setting does and how it interacts with the other. And I can't describe it and explain it like Metal does. I don't know the technical terms, and I'm not a photographer.
This makes
Don't
it go a
worry,
bit
Mom doesn't
blurry.
know much either, so.
But I've learned over the years what works and what doesn't work, and how it interferes or how it reacts with the other setting. And again, I say balance every week, but it's finding that balance that works for you, and all for the shot. But the aperture, you can see there, you can see the container in the background. But if I up that now, that's going to blur that container right out. And then you've got some like a soft focus, dreamy shot. Yeah, I know if I go a little bit higher in exposure, maybe more or lower, and then start playing with the contrast, really soft, and zoom in. The background then is just colours and blurs. Focus on a different point of the car. That's when your aperture really comes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lads, it's playing around. Yeah. And then eventually you start to work out where's the light coming from, what's the best angle, and then you get really anal like me, and you're looking at backgrounds and stuff, and Metal's down that road.
I'm past it. I'm past that. I'm completely down the rabbit hole. I've fallen into the thing head first.
Yeah.
Mandy Hooper.
And then you drop the colour, and you think, oh, that's quite nice. Well, what happens if the wheels? And then you start looking at the details. Then, and I say most weeks, it's trying to keep your definitions. So if you go too high in the contrast, you're now all right. It's not a bad looking shot, but you're losing the realism. So I think I try and keep a little bit of realism in, but I quite like the artistic, high aperture, blurry black backgrounds. It's almost like it's post-edited, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm all about trying to get it real. that's
but I think that's the only way that we'd compete, or I compete, if I'm being selfish, with people that do edit, is by pushing your boundaries.
Exactly.
You can, and I look at photos and I think, yeah, it looks really nice. That's really realistic, and I'll love it. And I think, but that's not what I'm really into. I'm trying to push. I'm trying to get to the bar where I'm competing with people that are editing, because they take some fantastic images. But
Yeah.
the tools we got are amazing, but you can only do so much. But why not go for the highest you can, isn't it? And yeah.
And on that inspirational note,
Yeah.
it's going to be about time, isn't it?
Actually, we're
10
10
minutes
minutes over.
over.
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. I think that's the
It does,
actually. I think.
Well, we were late starting as well, though.
I've literally just got back from taking my senior pictures, so I just came in extremely late.
Tut tut. All right, on that note, we're wrapping it up. By the sounds of it, I've been told to shut up and waffling too much. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. The mother-in-law is threatening to stay with us, but I'm hoping that she'll die by then. We won't have to worry. We won't have to worry about her.
Well then,
her broomstick.
that's
her
a
broomstick
bombshell to
might
end
break.
on, ain't it?
Hopefully, her broomstick
Jesus
snaps
Christ.
halfway at the M5, and she barrel rolls. into the fast lane. I'm joking. No, I love her really.
Love your in-laws, kids.
I just didn't want her to stay. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for
thank you very
the
much,
chat.
everyone.
It's good to see some friendly faces.
Thank you once again, Metal and Cooper.
Oh,
And
it's always-
Yeah, thank you guys for
Wait,
coming.
Yeah.
Dave, how old are you and had a voice crack again?
I don't know. That went really high, didn't it?
Yes.
Only dogs heard that.
I can't-
mate.
I can't imagine Dave's a baby either. I think he came out about 6 foot tall. Big ginger beard.
Be realistic. I'm 5.5 foot. I had to grow it.
Have you got baby pics? I'd like to see those actually.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send you on. You want sleep? I'll send you. I'll find that.
This got weird.
Yeah, that got really weird really quickly.
Send me
really
your
quick.
baby pics. Send me all your baby pics.
Send me your
Sergio
babies.
at FTC.
Send me your child's pictures.
Well, that got creepy quick, didn't it?
Yeah. All right, guys.